Hello once again, everyone. Original Blood Ice back again, and it's time for an OBA news video. I was thinking of doing all of these as separate videos, but there's just too much. Just too much. I don't feel like doing like 8 fucking videos. So, we're gonna do a news video, and we're gonna go over a few stories here. So, first up, let's talk some amiibos, because why not? Disney Infinity producer bashes amiibo management as irresponsible and rude. Now, you cannot really argue the point that the amiibo situation is being handled properly. That's pretty, obvious. Um, but he says, or this guy says, given the turbulent release of amiibo characters, are you doing anything to prepare for the high demand for Star Wars figures? I'm not even going to pronounce that. He says, there is never an intention to create a shortage of any figures. It is irresponsible and rude to your hardcore fans. They don't want to create frustration or the hunt, so they will be stocking the shelves well. Now, on the flip side of this, though, you come off as a little bit jealous that your stuff, your little Skylanders and whatnot, don't fly off the shelves, within 5 seconds. So maybe just tune back the jealous meter just a tad, just a teeny weeny bit. But I can't disagree with his statement about how the amiibo management has not been, or has been irresponsible. But as for the rude bit, that's not really a word that I would apply to the amiibo situation. Maybe that should be applied to the scalpers. They're being rude. But let's see what other stories were there here. Let's talk Xenoblade Chronicles X. Sure, why not? Kotaku, who not a lot of people like Kotaku for a good reason. They're just kind of I can't even think of the word. You can't take them too serious is the best way I can think of to say it. 70 hours with Xenoblade Chronicles X. In one word, they say boredom. If you've played 70 hours of Xenoblade Chronicles X and you're only bored, let me ask you this. How did you make it that far being bored? How did you make it past 10 hours of pure boredom? How did you make it past 20? How did you make it past 30, 40, 50, 60? Did you ever get to the point where you're like, I've put 60 hours into this game and I'm still so fucking bored. Maybe I'll give it just 10 more hours. Did you think anything would change? You could beat the game. You could spend, what is it, 300 to like 500 hours or however long it is to beat the game. You're still going to probably say it was boring. You were just having so much boredom. So, I don't know. Let's move on to the next story here. Um, where is it here? Gotta wait for it to load. Apologies. Although you can read it up there on the top. But official Sonic Tumblr adds Sonic Boom 2 images with hilarious tags. Now, I didn't really read the funny tags, but the Sonic Stadium. Oh my, this is on the official Sonic Tumblr right now. Those tags. It's exactly what the world needs, a sequel to the cough masterful Sonic Boom. Now, I guess it's called Fire and Ice. It's apparently a 3DS only game, not on Wii U. Um, First of all, I've said this before with Sega. He's like Mario with Sonic. You really need to lay off Sonic. Like, just I know he's your cash cow, although he hasn't really sold amazingly past in the past here, or recent past. I can't fucking speak here. But either way, you need to lay off Sonic. And even with Sonic Boom, everyone being like, "Oh, it's worst game ever, worse than Sonic 06." A friend of mine, he has it. He beat it. He enjoyed it. Didn't have any issues. So, whatever. Uh, Still, for me personally, like I remember I was originally going to get it, and then I didn't. So I don't feel like I really missed out on much. To me, my favorite, or the last good Sonic game really was the Secret Rings, or Seven Rings, or whatever it was called on the Wii. That was a fun game. But anyway, let's move on. And this is going to be a real heartbreaking story right here. Activision confirms no Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for Wii U. Where's my hanky? Oh, I need to blow my nose. I need to cry. Not really. I'm a bit confused still. I'm still puzzled as to why Activision claims they have a great relationship with Nintendo when. What are you releasing for it? I guess Skylanders, but that's really it. One game, you call that a. Support? That's like when Ubisoft said they were showing Wii U support and they did fucking Zombie U and then. Well, nothing really until Watch Dogs like 10 months after everyone else, and I think a Just Dance was on there on the Wii U, and Assassin's Creed 3, was it? Because I don't think Black Flag was on Wii U. So, I mean, if you're going to say you're showing support for a company, then you got to actually, I don't know, do it, you know? But whatever. He said, also, it should be noted that there's no version of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for Nintendo Wii U planned. Okay? I don't fucking care. Originally, I remember years ago when Wii U was first coming out, I was like, I don't want fucking COD on my Nintendo system. And then it was, and then when it wasn't, you're like, wow, even Wii U isn't getting COD, which is kind of crazy. Seeing as they have it on every fucking console. I think Black Ops 3 is even coming to, 360 and PS3. So they're bringing it to last gen, current gen, PC, but no Wii U. And people are thinking, oh, well, they wouldn't make much money. You realize how much money they would make from all the other platforms combined? They could afford to not make as much with the Wii U version. Not to mention, it's just a fucking crappy-ass port using the same probably like 8 to 9-year-old game engine now, as they have been forever now. So it's not like the development costs of a Call of Duty game are anything astronomical, to begin with, I should say. But anyway, let's move on. Here's an interesting story about E3. Nintendo World Championships to be held in the Microsoft Theater. What? So the Nintendo World Championships, as you all know, will be held in the Nokia Theater, LA Live. The interesting thing is that the theater, which has played host to a number of events, is now called the Microsoft Theater, which I never even knew about, but okay. So no doubt the place will be littered with Microsoft and Xbox branding for the Nintendo World Championship, so if you're attending and think you've gotten the wrong place, or got to the wrong place, well, think again. Although I think they would cover up the Xbox stuff with World Championship stuff, but I've seen some funny jokes where people are commenting like, oh, Xbox One Wii U console exclusive crossover bundle thing. Not bundle, what do you call it? A game that would be on those two systems but not on Sony's PS4. That'd be hilarious, but I doubt that'll ever happen. So, yes. Is there anything else? Oh, yes, there's one other thing. It's kind of an interesting thing. As everyone knows, my favorite developer, like an actual group outside of just Miyamoto being himself, Retro Studios, could be teasing their presence at E3 next week? Question mark. Retro Studios on Twitter says, "Can you dig it?" And then, Nintendo's E3. Now, personally, I don't think this means much. I don't think they're going to be there. I say hell no. I think it's simply Retro Studios reminding people to tune in to watch Nintendo's E3. Only way I see us getting a Retro Studios presence and reveal at E3 is if when they were working on Tropical Freeze, that they were actually also secretly on the side working on a second game. Other than that, there's just no way they would have anything ready to show yet. But anyway, that'll do it for this OBA news video. Come back for more videos as always. We'll see you then.